Good night from your favorite crypto cowboy, the crypto abstract himself. How's everybody feeling this evening? Folks, it's been a crazy past couple days, man. It's been absolutely a movie. I mean, you guys already know what I'm going to talk about today. But first, for everyone who doesn't know me, basically my name's Abstract, and I am a crypto educator. I've helped thousands of people in the crypto community basically learn crypto, how to use platforms, etc. And for those that don't know, also, I built a community on Discord called the Inner Circle Discord, where it's a community of people that come together, crypto enthusiasts that want to win, want to help each other, place so you can share opinions, get exclusive calls, and exclusive technical analysis from me. And until January 31st, you can mint the Genesis Pass NFT. And this NFT right here gives you lifetime access to my Inner Circle Discord, the premium side. And it's really a NFT where you can really lock into the community, always be a part of the community through all the years to come, all the bull runs to come, all the crypto opportunities to come. So if you want to lock in, the link is in the bio, and I hope to see you there soon. But today, what we're really going to talk about is the first thing I want to talk about is going to be the good old Trump coin, man. Oh my goodness, man. You know, last night I was just chilling. I didn't know initially when this coin had initially had dropped. Let's go right here to Trump Twitter. This was yesterday at 9:44 p.m. I mean, you can't make this shit up. I mean, it's like, bro, you know, nobody was expecting this, especially from a past president and someone that's about to be president in a couple days. But, you know, Trump goes over here. My new official Trump meme is here. It's time to celebrate everything we stand for, winning. Join my special Trump community. Get your Trump now. Okay, this guy is completely insane. Drops a coin. So I'm over here on my I'm like I said, initially I didn't know about any of this, right? And basically, bro, I'm over here on group chats, and I go on my group chat, one of the group chats I'm in, and people are over here like, yo, Trump just dropped a coin. You know, it's going to Millie's right now. It's at Billy's right now. Somebody over here in the group chat actually was like, literally saying that somebody put 250K and made 2 million, and the coin just dropped an hour and a half ago. And I'm like, wait, what? Trump dropped a coin an hour and a half ago, and someone just made 2 M's. I'm like, nah. There's no way, Jose. So, literally, this has been going bonkers. I mean, look at this chart over here. When I initially had seen it, over here at about $5 around there. I was already thinking that this was already too expensive. Now, the thing is that I noticed, and this is what I want you guys to know, is that initially, right, on Deck Screener, it was showing the incorrect market cap. And it was showing really the fully diluted market cap. And that's something I want you guys to understand, the difference between fully diluted and the actual market cap, right? So a good example over here is going to be on CoinGecko, right? The circulating supply for Trump coin is 200 million coins. The total supply is 1 billion coins, okay? Now, if you had read the website, now initially I didn't read the website, not gonna lie. Now this is the website, the official website for the Trump coin. If you go right here, you'll see the allocation. And the allocation had actually said that there was 200 million Trump coins available on day one, and it will eventually grow to 1 billion Trump over 3 years, okay? And if you notice over here, it's over 36 months. And so basically there's a bunch of people who are going to get allocations over here. We have 36% going to creators. So I guess there's three separate groups of creators. So 36% to one group, 18%, 10% to liquidity, 10% public distribution, 4% to creators, 2% to creators, and 2% to creators. So right now, at this specific moment, there isn't, founders or creators to dump the coin right now, which is a big, big, big plus. So initially, I didn't know this, right? So initially, when I'm looking at the market cap, and I'm looking at, now they fixed it, but when I was initially looking at the market cap, it was already at this number right here, because initially it was at $4, it was like $4 or $5, so it was already at like 4.87 billion market cap. So I'm over here looking at this, and I'm just like, damn, this is way too much. Hell no, I'm not gonna buy this. So then it just kept going up, right? Because when we were all the way down here, this shit didn't stop going up. So I started trading some of my chill guy into Trump to try to skim off the top, right? I was, skimming the Trump coin off the top, just trying to, make a little bit more of chill guy, because it was just a very obvious chart and what was going on. And, you guys got to understand, right? When this initially had dropped, it had dropped over here at 9:44 p.m. So there was a lot of people late night, a lot of people sleeping, a lot of people that weren't trading. So, Europeans were sleeping. So it traded at a very interesting time. And to think it would do that was insane. Now, if you go on SoulScan, right, and you look at the holders right now for Trump coin, it's 597,000 holders. Holy shit. 597,000 holders, bro. And the coin is literally 1 day old. It just hit a day old. Bro, that's insanity, bro. If I'm not mistaken, I think Trump coin just broke records. I believe that this is one of the first coins to ever reach this high market cap in such fast days. This pretty much did everything that Pepe did in 2 years in 1 day. Okay, so you guys got to understand the magnitude of it. It is a sitting president, making a coin. So to understand this magnitude is intense. So what I started doing was last night, I started looking at the holders of this coin. And this is an easy way to kind of gauge what centralized exchanges were listing it, because at the time when it initially had happened, everyone was scrambling. And obviously, one thing we all know is that exchanges love to scramble so that they can make money on fees, right? So we had Bybit over here, and this is something anyone could do. If you go to Dex Screener, you go right here to Explorer, you can see the token page on the Block Explorer, and you can kind of get a vibe of what's going on, right? So when you click holders, you'll see right here, we got Bybit at over here at 9.4 million Trump coin, worth 239 million. We got Mexi, we got BitGet, we have Kraken, okay? We have KuCoin over here. We have Gate.io, okay? Even Wintermute, which is a big Wintermute, which is a very, very big meme trade. It's like a firm, kind of like they be trading. Wintermute 3 over here with $5.5 million of Trump coin. So, all the exchanges had got in on it. Now, one thing I will say personally, me that's been skimming the top, which I shouldn't have. I should have just held it. If I had just held it, I would have made so much more. I would have made something like a 6x if I had just held it instead of just skimming it and trying to make little money. Anybody who's holding Trump coin, feel free to write down there in the chat. I do want to see what is your opinions on Trump coin and what's gonna happen. But me personally, what I think is gonna happen is that I think a lot of people are waiting right now for a Coinbase and Binance listing. Now, if a president, right, is dropping a meme coin, I just don't see any reason why exchanges wouldn't list it. It's a president. You telling me that an exchange listed, they're going to get in trouble? The president already did the craziest shit by dropping a meme coin in the first place. So I already think it's a little insane that we have a president dropping a meme coin. So I feel like right now a lot of people are waiting on Coinbase and Binance to list. Now, if Coinbase and Binance do list this coin, there is a good chance that we should be seeing that top soon. Now, look, I am trading Trump coin right now, but one of the main things I will say about Trump coin is that this could be a sell the news event in the short term. Now, obviously, he's going to be president for 4 years, so he could just be pumping this coin all the rest of the 4 years, right, and send the coin to the moon. But just in my eyes, I just see, possibly a top if Binance and Coinbase list it, and obviously sending it to the moon, right? Because there will be massive hype. It will bring the coin to everybody, right? And one of the things I want you guys to understand is that we have Gianna Simone in the chat over here saying, how does someone buy it? See, now even that, how does someone buy it? Now for us, everyone in crypto who's been involved, we obviously know, you go buy some Solana on Coinbase or on Binance or whatever exchange you like to use, right? And then you go and take that Solana and you're going to go and send that Solana to something like a Phantom wallet, right? So right here, Phantom wallet, spelled it wrong, but it's okay. They'll fix it over here. Okay, Phantom wallet, right? So it's like anybody could download a Phantom wallet. It's completely free. Think of it as like the MetaMask for Solana chain, right? Because obviously MetaMask for Ethereum based, EVM based cryptos, whereas Phantom also supports EVM, but Phantom is more, widely recognized for Solana, for the Solana chain, right? So at the end of the day, anybody could have just bought, anybody who knows could have just, bought Solana, sent it to Phantom wallet, and then you can go to something like a Jupiter, okay? You go to Jupiter right here, okay? And the easiest thing to do is you go right here, you take the contract address for Trump coin, you copy it right here, and you could just paste it on the bottom, bam, and then now you can over here and go and swap your SOL to Trump coin, okay? Very easy. And right there, as soon as you go and swap, now you have the Trump coin and you can trade out of it and trade into it as much as you like, okay? Now, like I say, I would be very cautious for anybody trying to get into Trump coin, just because there is a lot of hype, but also there is a lot of money involved. And, a lot of things, like I say in crypto, a lot of things are momentum based, and we have inauguration 2 days from now, so a lot of people are going to be trading this. But the reality is too, once the show's over, not that I know the future, but once the show's over, we could potentially see a big downtrend into eventually making a new high, right? But anything is possible right now. That's why I'm staring. I've been staring at this chart. I mean, anything is possible with Trump coin, especially with the inflows of holders that's been coming in. Now, I've been refreshing this page just because I want to see how many holders have been coming in. So I've been refreshing the page maybe every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, trying to get a vibe of how many people are actually coming into the coin. Because last night when it was like at 150,000 holders, I mean, every time you would refresh this page, every 5-10 minutes, I mean, it would be like 3,000 more people, 2,000 more people, 5,000 more people, 10,000 more people. So it was like, bro, it doesn't matter who's selling right now. Too many people are coming in hot. So if too many people are coming in to a coin, then you can already assume that the price is going to appreciate. Now, right now, we are kind of hitting a little bit of a ceiling. It could be short term, it could be temporary, but we are hitting a little bit of a ceiling right now at about 600,000 holders. So I do want to see this grow. This 596,000, I do want to see this grow and gain some hype. But I do believe that at this moment we are missing some key components like exchanges, like a Coinbase, which is the biggest exchange in the US right now, right? So if Coinbase lists a coin, you already know everyone's getting a notification, everyone is flooding it, right? And that's something we've seen in a lot of really good memes of, you name it, even like a bonk, on Solana. When Coinbase lists it, it usually finds its top because it's just the biggest, exchange there is in the US, right? Um, Someone asked, if you buy via Solana Phantom Wallet, do you sell on Jupiter? Yeah. So just like how you would sell into Trump Coin, right? Just like how you would sell into Trump Coin, you can sell out of Trump Coin. Get something like Solana, or you can get something like a USDC, and send it to an exchange if you want to cash it out, right? Easiest thing to do is like I like to do, cash something out to USDC, send it to Coinbase, and actually cash it out for free with no fees involved. Okay, so that's something I really do like to utilize about Coinbase. That the fact that they respect the USDC 1-to-1 peg to the dollar, and they let you always redeem USDC to a dollar, even if it's off peg or above peg. It's always gonna be a dollar, correct? Okay. Now, one thing I do want to mention with the Solana coin, with the Trump coin, that I found very, very interesting was that when Trump coin first initially started pumping, we seen a lot of pullbacks on coins. Okay, this whole pullback right here on Ethereum, any coin you mention, GRT, Bitcoin over here actually is holding. It's Bitcoin, right? It's the king of all kings, but Bitcoin actually pulled back to a little below $103,000. But the whole market in whole pulled back. But surprisingly, Solana actually found a new all-time high in the midst of all this. Now, every single, Solana, man, all-time high. Every single meme coin that you could think on Solana. Look at a chill guy over here, dumped hard. Okay, dumped very, 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 very hard over here. Let me just give you a price range. That dump was about a 30, we'll call it 35% dump on chill guy, but that's all across the board. You look at let's say a dog with hat, which is basically one of the biggest memes on Solana, if not the biggest meme. Let's see, 9 p.m. yesterday, today, yeah. So it dumped from 202 to $2, about about $2 all the way to about 175. So the thing is that the Trump coin was so massive, right, that it literally started sucking all the liquidity out of the market. I was literally looking at the entire market and seeing everything getting all the liquidity getting sucked into Trump coin. But it makes sense. We've seen so much action on this coin. We have $3 billion in volume, and that's just what Dex Screener's telling us. If we go over here, oh my goodness, if we go over here on the 24-hour trading volume, we'll see $14 billion in trading volume in a day. $14 billion. Oh my god, I get a headache just thinking about it. Trump coin is at number 35 on the market. It's literally blew past coins that have been on the market for 5, 4, 3 years, coins that have solidified themselves over the years. So it's completely bonkers to think that this can do this. But on the flip side, though, Solana still found its ground, and it's doing really well, obviously due to Trump coin. But one thing I want to point out, and what's gotten me even more extremely bullish on Solana, right? Because Solana's obviously using this previous all-time high over here and over here as a support now. Okay? It's using that as a support. Okay? You see? It's riding on the coattails of what it did before. Big support over here. So it's using what was a resistance as a support. So we do need to see a Solana hold right here so that we can see a bigger push up. But once Solana actually reaches price discovery, there's actually no telling where it might go. Now, according to Fibs, right? According to Fibs, we could see a, hold on. We could see, if I had a guess, I would guess that Solana at $4 and at 416 would be the next stop. And the only reason why I say this is because of the Fibonacci retracements, okay? And it's literally open waters here. You know, as crazy as it sounds, this can literally gig us in to $416. And one narrative, right, that I've been mentioning for the past couple days that I find extremely important would be the TVL for Solana. Okay, now if you guys remember in the past streams, you know, Solana was hitting a very big resistance at a 10 billion TVL, total value locked, and that TVL was all the way from November 8th, 2021. Okay, drink a little water over here, little good old Poland Springs. If you're from the East Coast, you know about this very well. Okay, that good old poison water over here. Okay, so look, and don't forget, stay hydrated. Okay, everyone gotta stay hydrated. If you want to trade crypto, trade in the trenches, you gotta stay hydrated. Okay, so one of the main things is that all-time high for TVL Solana was all the way in 2021 at the top of that bull run, right? Look at this. We have finally today broke past the all-time high for TVL. So this is a very, very big deal, and I want you guys to take this serious, because if it's an all-time high in TVL, that means that TVL is going into price discovery. That means the amount of money that's about to flow in to Solana can go parabolic, because you see these parabolic moves in the past. Okay, floor, parabolic move. So to see the TVL 3x from here doesn't sound far-fetched at all. And I like to use TVL to gauge the movement of a coin, because TVL clearly shows adoption. TVL, you know, like look at some of these protocols. Jupiter in 1 month has seen 20% increase in TVL. 7 days, 21% increase in TVL. And look at 1 day, 9.12%. Jito, Radium, Camino, Marinade, Binance Stake, Sol, Drift, Meteor, like all these players have seen a substantial amount of TVL grown, and that's bringing that narrative to Solana right now. And we have Raheem Davis over here in the chat talking about, you think it's over for ETH, and this is where I want to answer that question for you, and why I waited to answer that question for you is because ETH is not looking good. Everyone knows it. You know it. I know it. Donald Trump knows it. Coinbase knows it. Binance knows it. God himself knows it. Okay. Ethereum is not looking good. Okay. And the reality is that it's lagging behind. Like, look at some. Like, obviously, like, you know, obviously, Ethereum's a much bigger coin. Okay. Ethereum obviously has $66 billion in TVL, whereas a Solana has an $11 billion in TVL. But the facts show, and the chart shows, that Ethereum is not doing well. It's having a lot of trouble. And I know a lot of people are spreading that narrative right now of, oh, you know, Ethereum, it might be over for Ethereum. You know, in my Discord, poof, these folks love talking about, it might be, look, ETH might be washed. You know, everyone loves talking about that Ethereum is not looking good right now. But I mean, look, everything in crypto works in phases, and that's something you guys know too. Everything works in phases, and the phase, like good example is last cycle. We had a phase of straight memes. We had a phase of NFTs, and I believe that all these things will come back to life. But you also have to wait for that phase to flourish and to come to life. Things don't just happen in crypto overnight. Now, you know, one could argue a Trump coin happened overnight. I get it. But there's a lot of things that are one-off. But like massive coins like an Ethereum, a Solana, they happen in phases. They happen in waves. Okay? They go up, they go down, they go up. Hopefully they go up higher. But everything works in phases. And I just believe that Ethereum eventually, obviously, will have its time to shine. You know, Ethereum will definitely have its time to shine at some point. Now, is it going to happen now? I mean, God knows, but I personally don't believe that it's gonna be right now at this specific moment. I think there's too many eyes right now on Solana with everything Solana got going on and all these coins coming out on Solana, solid coins too, solid airdrops on Solana. I mean, airdrops on Solana be massive. They don't like they be crazy these airdrops. So I just feel like it's almost like as a user and as a consumer, you are more incentivized right now to use a Solana. You know, like it's completely cheaper than Ethereum. It's not broken like Ethereum feels like. You don't gotta pay $1 million for a transaction. You know, I'm exaggerating over here, but you know, on Solana, you're over here paying 5 cents, 4 cents, 3 cents, 10 cents for a transaction. On Ethereum, even when it's not busy, you're paying $5 to $10. I mean, when it's not busy. Imagine when Ethereum is busy. It's looking like $30. Imagine if Trump Coin launched on Ethereum. It would be a complete shit show, just like um, if you guys remember the NFT days in the last bull run when ApeCoin and all this Bored Ape Yacht Club and all this other side deeds that happened. If you guys remember clearly, I mean, literally gas fees went to $4. I mean, $4,000, folks. $4,000 a transaction. So it's like, imagine if Trump Coin launched on ETH, it would be a complete shit show. Like nobody would be able to trade. It wouldn't work. So why do you think Trump's team, the devs, the people that made this coin, why do you think they're using Solana? It's because Solana makes so much more sense. So I just feel like right now we are in that time of the cycle where Solana's gonna shine, and it's already shining, and it's at 258, just a couple dollars away from its all-time high, all the way from the three years ago. We're living in very interesting times, and I just feel like as an investor, I feel like it makes more sense even to be getting into a Solana. Why? Let's look at Solana by market cap. We have Solana over here at number 5 at $125 billion market cap. We have Ethereum here at $404 billion market cap. So you trying to tell me that if Solana does a 3.2x from here, it's flipping Ethereum? Folks, that's actually possible. Now I know there's FUD going around that Solana has token unlocks and stuff like this, but I just feel like it would that in particular is not going to phase Solana. I think Solana has too much momentum, too many people buying into Solana right now, and it actually, as crazy as this sounds, there's actually a potential here to see a Solana flipping of Ethereum. That's something I actually never thought I would ever say. If you asked me 4 years ago, do I think a Solana would ever flip Ethereum? I would be like, hell to the hell no. Whoever's telling you that is speaking lies. But now seeing it happen in real time, to think that Ethereum has almost a little over 3x the market cap, but their 24-hour volume are almost very similar. $26 billion in volume today, while Ethereum has $33 billion in volume. It's a very, very, very interesting statistic when you think about it. And the TVL of Solana going up as fast as it is. There is a very, very big narrative for Solana. Now, I'm not saying to go trade Ethereum for Solana. But let's look at that chart right now. Sol versus ETH. Jesus. Whew. Pretty much, if you had bought, so this chart right here, Sol versus ETH. So when this chart goes up, that means Solana is gaining value against ETH. That means that you can get more ETH for the Solana that you hold, and vice versa. If this chart dumps, that means your Solana is losing value, right? Now, the crazy part is anybody who bought Solana here from November 22nd all the way to October 23rd. So you had a whole year to buy Solana, an entire year to buy Solana. If you bought Solana at any time between 2022 for the most part and 2023, you have literally damn near 6x'd your Ethereum bag. So if you had 2,000 Ethereum, now you got 1,200 Ethereum, 12,000 Ethereum, right? So it's like, this is my point. This chart is completely mooning. Okay, now if you look at it in reverse, It's very ugly. Actually, hold on. Sol Ethereum. Let's invert the chart. Good little strategy for you guys. If you guys ever want to see a chart the opposite way, I like to do this just to see the trend in a different way, right? The chart in a different way. I mean, folks, you know, Solana versus ETH. Solana is outperforming ETH every single step of the way. And is it ever going to end? I mean, obviously it's going to come to an end at some point, or it can just flip Ethereum, but this is entering price discovery. We can see a double up here in Solana versus ETH. This is a real trade to be made here that I'm actually thinking of myself trading Ethereum for Solana. This is a real game changer, this chart. Because as much as, you know, ETH, because, you know, at the end of the day, even though if this chart pumps, which is Solana gaining value against ETH, the reality is, yeah, Ethereum price could still go up. But as long as this goes up, that means that Solana is outperforming ETH. Okay? I feel like going into this next month with the inauguration and everything, I feel like people's main focus should be Solana. I don't think people should be focusing on Ethereum until we see a clear reversal on ETH BTC. ETH BTC, okay? Hold on. Ooh, good. I drew this out a couple months ago, actually. And this is actually invalidated. So if you guys remember me posting about an inverted head and shoulders on ETH, I'm wrong when I'm wrong, and I'm okay with accepting when I'm wrong. This chart was completely wrong. It was not an inverted head and shoulders. You know, one touch, 2 points, 3 touch over here, and it invalidated. Okay, so let me delete this over here so you guys can get a better gist of what's going on. Okay, so me personally, when would I invest in Ethereum? For all those, I know, you know, God Hash in the chat over here saying ETH is testing my patience. I think it's testing everyone's patience, and I think a lot of people are annoyed with what's going on with Ethereum. But as long as this chart keeps dumping, Ethereum is going to keep looking ugly. Because if Ethereum, you know, in past bull runs, I mean, we've seen Ethereum completely moonshot against Bitcoin. And one of the biggest narratives too that people need to know is that if Ethereum does very, very well when it reverses on the ETH BTC, because what that means is if Ethereum starts doing this, right, that means that people are selling their Bitcoin into Ethereum so that they can gain more Ethereum. Okay, because if it's at 0.03 and it goes to 0.06 and you traded your Bitcoin here at 0.03, that means here you are at a ×2 Bitcoin. So if you put 100 Bitcoin here, now you have 200 Bitcoin. So a lot of big Bitcoin whales especially will look for moments like this so that they can deploy their Bitcoin here or whatever the bottom is. It could be here, whatever. So they can deploy their Bitcoin so that they can make more money on ETH to then trade back into Bitcoin. Because we all know that real Bitcoin maxis, OGs, all they're doing is trying to find trades all they're trying to do is trying to find trades to get more Bitcoin. They're not interested in dollars. What they're really interested in is increasing their Bitcoin bag. And as of right now, why would any Bitcoin whale be trading this chart right now? Like, Ethereum against Bitcoin, this keeps going down. And the scary part is that this can keep going down. Now, I'm not saying, I know, you know, Jared, can we hear something positive for ETH if there is anything? Or is it cooked? It's not that it's cooked. It's just that it's not its time in the market right now. It's not its phase in the market right now. It's not in this part of the bull run. It could come in Q2, Q3. It could come at the very end of the bull run. But for right now, Ethereum is struggling. And as it looks like on this chart, it will continue to struggle because it can't find a bottom. It keeps passing bottoms. You know, we all know the real bottom from here for Ethereum is easily, which could be from 2019, is 0.0161, which is damn near, if I'm not mistaken, that's almost damn near 50% off against Bitcoin, right? I'm not saying 50% off the price of Ethereum, but 50% off the value against Bitcoin. So I just feel like once, for everyone who holds Ethereum, wants Ethereum to shine, hey, I want Ethereum to shine. I love Ethereum at the end of the day, but we do need to see a clear reversal on Ethereum so that I can really believe in a pump in Ethereum. But aside from that, I mean, I had initially thought it would have been here. We've seen very, very, hold on. Initially, I thought it would have been around here. We have seen a really good support here from Ethereum on a weekly, 2 big pumps from Ethereum showing support. But the unfortunate truth is we literally broke past the bottom, which was from November. So until then, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to say that Ethereum is probably not going to be performing well for the time to come. The real thing everyone should be focused on, I believe, is Sol. This is the Sol Bitcoin chart. Now, Sol versus ETH. Sol's obviously super outperforming ETH, right? But Sol against Bitcoin is also a very important chart because whales look for moments like these. That's what I tell you guys. Whales look for moments like these to then go and deploy a super amount of Bitcoin into a coin. For a whale looking at this chart, folks, for somebody who holds a massive amount of Bitcoin, right? He would be deploying his money here on that huge neckline, here and here, okay? Sol hits here, breaks out of here. A lot of Bitcoin holders are gonna be putting in their money into Sol. If it breaks out of this line right here and goes up, folks, the next line is gonna be up here, okay? So the sky is the limit, okay? And like I say, we all have the same resources. Every human on this planet has the same resources, which is TradingView, charts, all that kind of stuff, right? Holder data, just data analytics from the chain. So everyone's using the same charts. Big whales are using this chart. So I'm just telling you guys, Sol has a very, 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 very big possibility that it can completely go to the moon, man. It really could be the star of the show, of this bull run, and really shock people. And like I keep saying, the more this chart goes up, the more whales are going to be deploying their Bitcoin into it. And Bitcoin whales, we're not talking about little money. These guys be having 200 M's, 300 mil, 400 mil. They ain't no baby retail throwing in $1,000, okay? That's just something to keep in mind. Jared Levine, any thoughts on ADA? I might put a big bag. Let me look at ADA versus BTC right quick. Oof. ADA versus BTC potentially found the bottom. I think Cardano's going to do well in this bull run. It might not be now. The focus might be on Solana itself. But ADA, if I'm not mistaken, ADA should be outperforming Ethereum as well. Not too crazy, but I do feel like Cardano is setting up for a major leg up. I do feel like we do need to hit key areas on Cardano, but like I told you guys before, I like Cardano's chart on the short term. I do like the chart on the short term. On the weekly, this is a very, very good looking chart. I've told you guys in the past, I feel like as soon as this breaks out, we should see a move to about $1.65. I've said this numerous times, and I'm gonna stick to my guns on this one. I do feel like it's gonna go to $1.65. That's gonna be a very, very big move. It's just in a consolidation phase, so I feel like this is a very good time to accumulate. If you do want to put a bag, hey, look, I'm not a financial advisor, but if it was my opinion on what I think there's a big move for Cardano incoming soon. Okay, and TVL for Cardano also continues to grow. Community continues to grow. So, and Cardano has a very big cult following like XRP. So I think Cardano is going to do very well in the short term. And I think this is an easy money situation. But hey, no one knows the future. So you know how that go. The last question tonight I'm going to take from Char N is going to be Any thoughts on XRP? Okay. It's going to be the last question I'm going to take before I close out the stream today. XRP. Let's see how we doing. Let's delete some of the stuff we drew from the past day. Well, look. There isn't much to say about XRP. And the reason why I say there isn't much to say about XRP, because XRP is in price discovery mode. What I mean by that is that XRP already passed all-time high. Okay? XRP has already passed all-time high. So now it's entering price discovery. So really, I feel like the next stop for XRP would be out, obviously, at the $4.71 mark. Okay? Next stop after that would be $6.41. But just to give you guys some insight into the short term, I believe that XRP is either going to go two ways right now, okay? Two ways XRP can go. XRP can either pull back right here and use this fib as support because it already passed that fib, and now it can hit this fib as support, use this as support. Now, the bullish thing is if it does dump down to 302 and use that as support and hold actually well, then we can see a very, 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 very large move to 471. But as we all know in crypto, things don't just moonshot in one shot. It works in waves, okay? Just like over here, we had the top at 295, went down, consolidated like a wave before making a huge move to the upside. So, you know, one of the ways, like I said, is that we use the 302 fib as a support before taking us higher to 471, because I do believe 471 is 100% going to be the next target on XRP. Now, what happens after that? Nobody knows. It could hit a resistance there, consolidate again before moonshotting again. But like I will say, and I will keep true to this, and I'm going to stick to my guns on this, the maximum I see XRP hitting this bull run is 745. And that's being extreme. Conservative is going to be 302 to 471. That's being conservative. More extreme is when you go higher into the fibs. Okay? Just for reference, Bitcoin on its fib did this last bull run. Look. It did this last bull run. Here and went down. So it barely touched that last red before it ultimately went down. When you look at the fib for Bitcoin last bull run, so you guys can get a gist. Look, see? This is the fib for Bitcoin last bull run. And this one's to show you guys that this shit actually works. This shit is not a joke. Look at this. It literally hit the end of the second to last fib, the purple one, went over, look. See, look. See? 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 This is what I'm trying to get at. It literally hit the last one, couldn't make it to the top, and eventually is where we saw the bear market for the past 3 years that we have been living in. And now we have made a new fib, which now shows us the new chart. And this is why I tell you guys, with Bitcoin in particular, right, and this relates to XRP, the max I see Bitcoin hitting this bull run is 155 to 241. If it were to do the same thing it did last bull run, you can see, let's just take half of the last fib. That would be $220,000 to $200,000. If it were to do the exact thing that it did last bull run, now obviously history rhymes, it doesn't really repeat, things are very similar, but if it were to do what it did last bull run, we could see a $220,000 to $200,000 Bitcoin. That's my target on Bitcoin, on what I think that it's going to hit this bull run. So the same thing for XRP. Okay, same thing for XRP. Okay. The max I think it will go is at least maybe half of the last fib. Okay? Half of the last fib to the middle of the second to last fib, which would put us somewhere around like a $6.75, $7 all the way to like $5.50. Now, Anything can happen, but the max probably is going to be 745. So you have to weigh in on what is your risk to reward. Right now, buying XRP at 326, hey, maybe you pull a double up. If you're comfortable with a double up, hell yeah, go for it. By all means, everyone's level of success and everyone's level of gains is different than others. Some people believe a double up is amazing, phenomenal. That's great. Do that. Whatever works for you, whatever makes you happy. Some people, a double up might not be enough for them. Sometimes they want way more than that. So just understand, buying XRP right now, the maximum gains you're probably going to make by the end of the bull run, possibly a double up from here. Now, if you bought 50 cents, 25 cents, 20 cents, hold it to the moon, man. You're going to be fine. You're going to make a substantial amount of gains if it goes to $6, $7, okay? But look, thank you everyone for pulling up today. I really appreciate you guys. We're going to be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Spreading this knowledge, seeing what's up with the crypto market. It's always getting crazy overnight, especially. Thank you guys all for pulling up. And I'll see you guys in the Inner Circle Discord. Link is below. Join. And the open invite is in the bio. And I'll see you guys in there. God bless. And thank you for pulling up.